e azul, Malaka. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Colin, Farrell.
When I was a kid, I was a gangster. Real old school type. Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. He's in my neighborhood. He helped people. When someone in your family was sick, he'd find you a doctor, show out rent, front you the cash. He knew everyone's names too. Well, he kept them all in his head. If he saw you on the street, call out to you. Ask how you were. Felt like you meant it too. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. A friggin' parade. And it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. To show love for what he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that? Revered.
Ladies and gentlemen, after watching the first episode of The Penguin, starring, of course, Colin Farrell, yeah, he definitely will be remembered. This is definitely one of the best pilots of a series I've ever seen. It's supposed to be just a mini-series, but I mean, if this keeps up, I'm sure they'll make more seasons, but time will tell. But I figure now would be a good time to talk about Mr. Colin Farrell. I mean, he's had, I would say, somewhat of a career way before he started playing the Penguin. And yeah, I figured today would be a great day, a great Thursday. Who knows why? I'm just rambling. To talk about Will Ferrell, Colin Farrell. You know what? I could easily edit that out. I was going to make a joke saying that he's not related to Will Ferrell, but I already fucked up. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have time to edit anymore. I do, but I don't give a shit. Let's go to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, and hopefully that's the last time I make that mistake today. And yeah, let's talk about Mr. Colin Farrell. There you go. Colin James Farrell, born the 31st of May, 1976, is an Irish actor. No shit. A leading man in blockbusters and independent films since the 2000s. He has received various accolades, including 2 Golden Globe Awards and a nomination for an Academy Award. The Irish Times named him Ireland's 5th greatest film actor in 2020. And Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2023. Farrell began acting in the BBC drama series Kiss Angel, which is all one word, and made his film debut in the drama The War Zone. His first lead film role was in the war drama Tigerland, and he made his breakthrough in Steven Spielberg's science fiction film Minority Report. He took on high-profile roles such as Bullseye in Daredevil and as Alexander the Great in Alexander, with further starring roles in Michael Mann's Miami Vice and Woody Allen's Cassandra's Dream. Farrell earned acclaim for playing a rookie hitman in Martin McDowell's, I think I said that right, I'm not mispronouncing McDonald's, don't worry, a comedy in Burgess, winning a Golden Globe Award. He went on to play a variety of leading and character roles in the comedy Horrible Bosses, the science fiction film Total Recall, the drama Saving Mr. Banks, the dark comedies Seven Psychopaths, The Lobster, and The Killing of a Scared Deer, the thrillers The Beguiled and Widows, and the fantasy films Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and Dumbo. He also starred in the second season of HBO's thriller series True Detective. Farrell played Oz Cobb, aka the Penguin, in the superhero film The Batman and the HBO series The Penguin. In 2022, he gained acclaim for his roles in the science fiction drama After Yang, the survival film 13 Lives, and here it is again, MCDONAGH, McDow's. Sorry, man. Drama The Banshees of Inishirin. Oh, I'm tired, guys. For playing a naive Irishman in The Lattermost, he won the Volpe Cup for Best Actor and another Golden Globe, in addition to a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actor. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the guy's a hell of an actor. He's, killing it in so many lead roles since he basically started, and he's doing all right. But let's go to facts.net and let's see if we can find some more information, shall we? Why not? He's from Castle Rock, Dublin, Ireland. Yeah, no fucking shit. Listen, that accent ain't going anywhere. Okay, that's a pretty kick-ass Ireland accent. How come Will Ferrell doesn't talk with an accent? I don't know. I guess. Fuck it. Colin Farrell has a reputation for immersing himself in his characters. He is known for his dedication and commitment to his craft, often undergoing physical transformations to fully embody the roles he plays. No shit. I mean, Penguin alone, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to that later, but numerous roles he's done. He's absolutely killed it. We all know that, okay? He is multilingual. Farrell is fluent in English, Irish, and has a good command of several other languages, showcasing his linguistic abilities. I can barely read, as you can see. But that's cool. He is passionate about yoga. Farrell is a dedicated practitioner of yoga and often credits the practice for its positive impact on his physical and mental well-being. Well, listen, whatever you got to do to relax, okay? I mean, I heard over the years, like, he had he liked to drink back in the day. I don't know if he does that now. I don't think he does. But he does say he still likes to smoke, as we all do, the cool ones anyway. And, but I did hear a thing that he likes to go running in, the beginning of his day, kind of get out of the way, all the exercise, whatever, I guess. And, but he doesn't have a smoke till afterwards. So that's his reward. So there you go. Farrell has tattoos on various parts of his body. His tattoos add to his rugged and rebellious persona, of course. Tattoos will always make someone look tougher. That's just the way it is, It's cool. I don't have any tattoos. I'm working on it. He has a son named James with model Kim Bordenave. I think I said that right. Despite their separation, Farrell maintains a close relationship with his son and actively participates in his upbringing. That's nice. You got it. It's this kid. I mean, obviously he's going to. I mean, like he doesn't have to, but it's his kid. Of course he wants to see his kid. Obviously, Of course he, went out with a model. Come on, jeez, Come on. He's an actor. It comes with it. Farrell is known for his sense of humor and quick wit. He often brings levity to interviews and press events with his charismatic personality and comedic timing. Yes, for a while, maybe even still, who knows, for his, when he would do his interviews, he would often swear. Listen, we all fucking swear. Who gives a shit? I mean, whatever, Listen. As long as the studios are, making money, he's happy, let the mix swear, okay? For fuck's sakes. Is that right? Ireland? You can call no. Is that I don't know. I don't want to get my ass beat if I ever go to Ireland. I don't know. I mean, I gotta hide the fact I'm probably half Italian, which and if you look at me in the eyebrows, it's not going to happen. He is an advocate for various charitable causes. Farrell actively supports organizations such as the Special Olympics and the Homeless World Cup, using his platform to make a positive impact. That's nice. You know, you got to give some back for sure. Farrell has had his fair share of personal struggles. He has been open about his past struggles with substance abuse and has used his experiences to inspire and help others facing similar challenges. Yes, I mentioned that before. Yeah, listen, you know, we all got our problems. You know, as long as you can get past it, that's it. And now he helps people with it, and it's perfect. Farrell is a talented musician. He plays the guitar and has occasionally showcased his musical abilities during live performances. Why not? You know, play the guitar. I'm still trying to learn how to play Closer to the Heart by Rush, but one day. One day. He is a fan of soccer, and I'm a fan of food. Farrell is an avid supporter of the football club. Dublin, I'm going to fuck this up. Fuck it. Gaelic. Gaelic? Athletic Association, and can often be seen cheering them on from the sidelines. You know, the sad thing is, folks, I try to do voiceovers. Anyways, yeah, you know, big shocker. He's a soccer fan. That's cool. Why not? I mean, it kind of comes with his background and culture, and yeah, why not? Farrell has a love for nature and the outdoors. He enjoys spending time in nature and has expressed his love for activities such as hiking and camping. I'll never understand the concept of hiking. And I fucking hate camping. He is known for his trademark thick eyebrows. Join the club, buddy. Farrell's unique facial features add to his distinctive and captivating on-screen presence. I hope he has gotten more pussy with them than I have. He has a rebellious and edgy image. Farrell's demeanor and fashion choices often reflect his unconventional and nonconformist personality. All right. I mean, I don't give a shit about fashion. But yeah, I just remember they made fun of it on Family Guy, and well, here's the clip.
So, you got the wool cap on, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I guess, you know, whatever, it's 96 degrees out. Yeah, better put on the old wool cap. Yeah. Got a lot going on under there, huh? Under the wool cap? Thinking about your sideburns? Yeah, no, you're not a complete jackass, yeah. Oh, hey, nice t-shirt, fresh. And it's spelled with a PH. Oh, that's fun, because it's usually spelled with an F. Yeah. Oh, you got a little tear on your pants there. Oh, that's on purpose, though, isn't it? You're a bad boy. You're a bad boy. Society wants your pants to be intact, but you're just not going to listen, are you? My God, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to kill you.
Duty. He has a strong presence on social media. Farrell often engages with his fans through platforms like Instagram, giving them glimpses into his personal and professional life. Careful, man. Careful. All right. They always say, you know, with actors, be careful what you say and da. But you know, yeah. You know, Colin Farrell seems like a good dude. He's not going to. I just realized, am I saying Farrell or Farrell? Farrell, like a ferret, like Farrell. You know what I'm saying? The point is just, you know, be careful with that shit. He has a deep love for literature. Farrell is is an avid reader and often recommends books that have impacted him personally during his interviews or on social media. All right, that's cool. You know, I don't. I mean, I read sometimes. Clearly, you can tell I don't read often as I should. The way I pronounce I don't know, every fifth word. But yeah. He has a unique and distinctive voice. Farrell's deep, gravelly voice adds to the charm and intensity of his on-screen presence. Really?
It was great fun. It was great fun, and to see Pacino do his thing and be there with him and work with him and get to know him a little bit. And he's a fucking gem, you know. Great man, and what an actor. I'd look over across the room the odd time and I'd see him kind of mumbling his lines to himself, getting ready. But that's fucking man. Oh, Jesus, how the fuck did I get there? Well, the fucking freakiest aspect for me is always the night of good party. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not brain surgery. It's make believe. It's telling lies for a living, but it's fun and it pisses me off, wrecks my head. I'm never happy with a thing I do, and all that boring shit that comes with it, and it's part of the course. Yeah, and I love it. I love my job. I'm a lucky little bastard, you know.
What about the fame game? Does that make you giggle?
Giggle, yeah, cool. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you have to giggle. Fucking, you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie to you. I just found this interview on good old YouTube here. I don't know if you've heard of this site. But Colin Farrell smoking and drinking beer throughout the interview. Now in the background it says The Recruit. It's a movie he did with Al Pacino. We'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, like as he's doing the interview, he's literally just like he's got the cigarette hanging from his mouth, like fucking Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters, and you know, just drinking a beer. He's just living his best life, man. But I don't know about you guys, but I can barely hear the accent. I mean, I don't know, is it just me or, you know, but yeah, he's, you know, he looks like he's having a good time, man. So there you go. Which leads me to my next fact here. He has a reputation for being down to earth and approachable. Despite his fame, Farrell remains humble and accessible to his fans and co-workers. That's good. I've always said that, you know, in the end, listen, being an actor, actress, I don't know what they call it these days. I don't live in the PC world, obviously. You know, just be nice. That's all. I mean, you know, you hear about these actors, you know, being dicks and cunts and, you know, just be, you know who you are. You know who you are. I don't have to name names. I mean, sometimes I do. But the point is, just be nice. You know, like in the end, you're on these sets for like, I don't know, maybe up to 16 hours. Who knows? You know, you got to get along with your co-stars, you know, be nice, be humble, you know, bitch, sit down, hold up. Sorry. Yeah, just, you know, because it's going to lead to the next role and it'll affect your reputation, obviously, as an actor or actress, whatever. And that's it. Just have a good time and, you know, be nice. Just like Joe Pesci said in Casino. Be nice. Be nice. Don't fuck around in here, you motherfucker, you. God, I love that guy. I did a podcast on him too. Check it out. He came out with a rap song at one point. Yes, Joe Pesci raps. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've learned a lot here, but of course we got to go to IMDb. Okay, I love IMDb. It is awesome. It's so cool. It's way better than Rotten Tomatoes. We all know this. But talking about Al Pacino here. I'm going to get to The Recruit in a little bit, but first, here's a fact. It says, you know, when he was growing up, one of his childhood idols was Al Pacino. Join the club. He's in my top 5. He got the chance to work opposite his hero in The Recruit, an experience he described as scary as hell to work opposite a legend, even though he says Pacino was one of the kindest men he ever met, and says they still hang out together. That's awesome. And it also says his idol Al Pacino called him the best actor of his generation. That's, I mean, listen, that doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, does Al Pacino know that he's not Italian, or okay? I'm kidding. I'm sure he would say that anyway. I don't know. Maybe he saw the eyebrows, and I don't know. The point is, that's awesome, man. To get that, you know, high praise from, you know, one of the best actors of all time, of course. And I I don't know. It just doesn't get any better than that. Also says here that he suffers from chronic insomnia since he was 12 years old. Not Al Pacino, Colin Farrell. Although I've heard stories about Al Pacino like having trouble sleeping too, but we'll get into that in a future podcast. Of course. Come on, I'm Italian, bro. Jesus. But yeah, no, he's yeah, I did not know that. Hey, listen, sometimes I got trouble sleeping, but but then you just jerk off, and then it's really that simple. No, but in all seriousness, I mean, yeah, if you got the insomnia, get help, from your doctor. I my initials are MD, but I am no fucking doctor. Okay. Also, the opinions expressed on this program are those of the the participants and do not reflect those on me. Blah blah blah. Put in the disclaimer. Put in the bell. Why not? I didn't steal. Buy that for nothing. The point is, yeah, just ask a doctor about it, get help, and yeah, most of the times it's more of a hereditary thing, with shit like this. So yeah, at least he's open about it, right? So it says here, was a line dancing instructor in a nightclub in Limerick called Docks, now known as Trinity Rooms. Okay, well, listen, the man likes to dance. You have a couple drinks in you. Guinness on tap is just delicious. It really is just a beautiful meal. But yeah, it's all good. Quit smoking on his 34th birthday, May 31st, 2010. Oh, he's quit since then, eh? Oh shit, I didn't know that. He mentioned that he smoked an entire pack of cigarettes that day. Awesome. Paying close attention to every puff he took, and even wrote a goodbye letter to cigarettes. He stubbed out his last cigarette at 11:55 p.m. As far as it was at 11:59 that night, and has been smoke-free ever since. Shit. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. Yeah, no, I thought he still smoked. I don't know, because you hear stories about like people going through the program and all that, but still they smoke like chimneys, whatever. And yeah, good for him. All right, cool. Daredevil marks the first time he has been able to use his own Irish accent in an American movie. Oh, that's awesome. His son James has Angelman syndrome, a rare genetic disorder. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not exactly sure what this is. I looked it up. It says here, Angelman syndrome, known as AS, is a rare neurogenetic disorder that occurs in 1 in 15,000 live births, or 500,000 people worldwide. It is caused by a loss of function of the UBE3A gene in the 15th chromosome, derived from the mother. Angelman syndrome shares symptoms and characteristics with other disorders, including autism, cerebral palsy, and Prader-Willi syndrome. Due to the common characteristics, misdiagnosis occurs often. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Jeez, that can't be easy. But yeah, again, like he's open about it. There was an interview I just saw on that they put on YouTube there, him talking about it. So yeah, I wish him all the best with that, and him and his son there. And yeah, I know a few people that have symptoms like that, and believe me, it's not easy. A lot of times, like when the person has a symptom like that, obviously, they know they have it, but it's just hard to deal with, and you don't know how sometimes, like how to deal with it, and it puts a lot of strain on you and people around you. But I wish him and his son all the best there. And again, if you got any questions, don't be afraid to ask your doctor. Guys, it's 2024, okay? We got to start opening up here, okay? He admitted in an interview with Cinema Blend that he took the role of Percival, is that it? Yeah, Graves, in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them because he loves the Harry Potter franchise and wanted to be a part of it. Well, Colin, I don't know. Up to this point, I thought you were a pretty cool dude, man. But now you like Harry Potter. Fuck, I don't know. I never understood the whole thing with Harry Potter. I didn't even know this was a book. I don't know. I guess we'll get to that movie later. I guess whatever. Was mistakenly arrested for attempted murder when he was a teenager living in Sydney, Australia. What the fuck? His alibi was he was high on ecstasy on the other side of town. Well, that's a beautiful alibi. Wow. Okay, so, I mean, again, I'm not questioning him. I'm just saying. I mean, did they like he just told that story and they just believed him, or And again, I'm not saying he's a murderer. I'm not saying he's let's move on. Auditioned to become a member of the Irish boy band Boyzone, but was turned down. Thank fucking God. What's worse, being accused of murder or being in a boy band? His sister, Claudine Farrell, is also his personal assistant. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep it in the family, just, keep the money in the family. Fuck it. Considered for the role of James Bond in Casino Royale, which went to Daniel Craig. I think this fact is bullshit. There's no way this is true. I don't... I'm not buying this one. I don't know. Sometimes IMDb, I don't get me wrong, I love you, but sometimes, I don't know, a few stupid facts get in there which are bullshit. His acting idols and influences are Al Pacino, obviously, Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, Clint Eastwood, James Caan, and Marlon Brando. 3 of these dudes are on my top 5. Awesome. The man's got good taste in acting, for sure. Oh, thank you for the praise. Good friends with Jeremy Renner. Shout out to Jeremy Renner. I heard about the accident he had there. I hope he's doing all right. Has twice taken roles meant for Heath Ledger. One of the roles was Alexander, 2004. I didn't hear good things about this movie. We'll get to that in a bit. The second role was the in Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Farrell, along with Jude Law and Johnny Depp, will play a physical altered form of Ledger's character as he travels through different worlds. Okay, so we'll get to those movies in a bit. I mean, Alexander, I'm Greek Italian, whatever. Dropped out of the Gaiety, how the fuck do you say this? Gaity drama school in Dublin, and a few months later auditioned for the part of Ballykiss Angel and was successful. Cool. Resides in Dublin, Ireland, and Los Angeles, California. Again, no shockers here. Was originally considered for the role of Matt Murdock, Daredevil, in the film adaptation of the comic book Daredevil, while Ben Affleck, who ultimately played Murdock, was originally considered for the role of Bullseye. Listen, nobody... we'll get to that later. Son of an Irish football player, Eamon Farrell. Cool. His mother, Rita, forced him to take dancing lessons once his brother, Eamon Farrell Jr., started them. Eamon also got him into acting by attending an acting school and later recommending it to Colin. Good recommendation. On his left ring finger above the knuckle, he has the name Millie tattooed. Millie was a nickname for his former girlfriend, Amelia Warner. The youngest of 4 children. He has one brother, Eamon Farrell, and 2 sisters, Catherine Farrell and Claudine Farrell. He was cast to play Bruce Wayne Batman in a Batman vs. Superman film directed by Wolfgang Peterson and starring Jude Law as Superman in 2001, but it was never made. Okay, so this is probably around... maybe the same time that Nicolas Cage was considered for that, or maybe a little bit before, or whatever. I don't know. Listen, they want to do a Batman Superman movie forever, and it's the whole idea is just stupid. Okay, they share the same mother name, whatever. Who gives a shit? One of his favorites books, when Nights Shazia wept, but I have no idea. I get the guys. This is why I don't read. He has 2 tattoos on his left forearm. The first one is the word carpe diem, Latin for seize the day. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, cool. I didn't know. The more you know. Beside this tattoo, there is a second tattoo, which is a black cross. Okay. Maybe not original, but we all like to get the cross, represent for God, G-O-D, G-O-O-D with me. That was horrible. Was accompanied by Britney Spears to the American premiere of SWAT. Okay, so he nailed Britney Spears. Okay. I also heard a rumor years ago that... Oh, no. That was Benicio del Toro. Okay, never mind. I'll tell that story another time. Yeah, so there you go. Lots more other facts, but I don't know. They're all, it's all good. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the movie, shall we? I mean, IMDb, fuck Rotten Tomatoes, buff on ghoul. I didn't know Colin Farrell tried to, is trying to be Italian. So, listen, everybody wants to be Italian in the end, okay? I'm not just saying this because I'm half Italian. Maybe that's part of it, but the point is he's done lots of roles in his life, and let's see what, has led him to beginning to end here. So let's start at the beginning. So the very first role he ever did was a movie called Frankie Starlight. And he played a young man in Cinema Number 2. He's uncredited. Okay. I've never heard of this movie. Judging by the poster, it looks like either he's controlling the stars or this person's making them. I have no idea. A writer with dwarfism shares the story of his unconventional, although bad, upbringing as his mother struggled to raise him in the mid-20th century with help from a surrogate father. Oh, this has Lifetime written all over it. Okay, I've never seen this movie. 6.5 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, like I've always said before, if a movie gets a rating of 6.5, it's basically on the cusp of, being a movie, or you could like it, you may not like it, whatever. So, hey, listen, you got to start somewhere. This was in 1995. There you go. So, that's it. The Disappearance of Finbar. Didn't see that one. I'm assuming all these ones were probably before he came over here. So, to North America. Drinking Crude. Falling for a Dancer. Who hasn't? The War Zone. Love in the 21st Century. I mentioned this before. Bally Kiss Angel, which has a pretty decent rating, 7.5 out of 10. I don't know, the one priest looks very happy on the cover. The other priest, looks like he's checking out the other priest. Anyways, an English priest is transferred to a small Irish village. Okay, I just saw a clip of it. The one priest had a noose around his neck. Holy shit. Okay, I've never heard of this one. Again, this is probably something overseas, but, we all know, priests, sometimes we all know the stories. The point is, if you want to watch this, it's up to you. It's your call. I don't, I'm not going to force anybody to watch this shit. Ordinary Decent Criminal is a TV show he was in, or maybe a movie. I think it was a movie. But then, this is the year 2000. And then he made another movie. And this was his first leading role. Tigerland, 6.9 rating. Always classic. Where he played Private Roland Boz. And I saw this movie a while ago when it first came out. After I heard about Colin Farrell, I did a little research. Director Joel Schumacher, can't lose there. A group of recruits go through advanced infantry training at Fort Polk, Louisiana's infamous Tigerland, last stop before Vietnam for Vietnam, you can say whatever you want. For tens of thousands, we all know it was a pointless war, shut up. Thousands of young men in 1971. Okay, so This one, he showed the potential, man. It's I don't know how well did this movie do. I don't know. Did it do that well or I don't know. But yeah, it was a good little movie, good little war movie here, and yeah. Well, the budget was 10 million. Gross worldwide, 148,000. Oh shit. Okay. Well, listen. I think it was more of those word of mouth, go on video, blah 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 kind of deals. But yeah, it's a good little movie. I would check it. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, why not? Check it out when you get the chance. So, Tigerland, American Outlaws. He played Jesse James. I didn't see this one. I don't know. Didn't they make one with oh no, it was Dillinger with Johnny Depp there. Oh yeah, I didn't see this one. No, not the best rating. 5.3 out of 10. Heart's War. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Bruce, hope you're doing better these days. I did hear Quentin Tarantino wants to put Bruce Willis in his last movie. So that'd be pretty cool to see that. But yeah, hey man, you got the chance to work with Bruce Willis, you do it. Not the best rating. This one was okay. I feel Tigerland was better, but that was all right. So at this point, he's slowly building up his rep in North America here. America, whatever. So he's working with some big stars here, and of course he's working with one of the biggest stars of all time, Tom Cruise in Minority Report. Now this movie was made in 2002. There's always that classic joke. It's called Minority Report, and some jokes write themselves. But anyways, John works for the pre-crime police, which stop crimes before they take place. If that happened today, we'd all be in jail. With the help of 3 precogs who can foresee crimes. Events ensure when John finds himself framed for a future murder. Now, directed by Steven Spielberg. Listen, you're Colin Farrell at this point, right? You're working with one of the best directors of all time. You're working with one of the biggest stars of all time. Are you going to say no? Are you fucking crazy? Of course not. But this is a really cool movie. For the time, very futuristic, the way they did it, and, the whole kind of like touch screen and all that. They do that in movies all the time now, but I don't know, back then it was pretty... It looked pretty good. Even still today, it looks pretty good. So yeah, good little rating here, 7.6 out of 10. And yeah, I would check out this movie. So yeah, he's got so far so good, man. Working with some cool people. So why not? Yeah, definitely check that one out. Phone booth. Okay, so if you're a millennial or if a Gen Z or below listening to this, well, I'll just say 2 things. one, I'm sorry, I can't read. And 2, a phone booth is, you see, back in the day, before, let's say 80s, 90s, even the thousands before we had cell phones. Yes, there was a time, ladies and gentlemen, we did not have cell phones. We had to make phone calls with phone booths. And a phone booth was, it wasn't just something that Superman, transformed in. You would go in there and you would actually make a phone call. You'd line up your quarters if you were a drug dealer, and, you would just make lots of phone calls. So, yeah, you'd have to stand up, unfortunately. Yeah, it sucked, man. And again, you kind of felt like Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You're touching the phone. I don't know. You don't know what jack off, did what to it before. And, yeah, it was fucking disgusting. But, yeah, so this movie basically is, the whole concept is Colin Farrell is kind of like this, arrogant dude and whatever. And, you hear a phone call, a phone ringing, still in 2002, yeah, we did have phone booths. There's still... I don't know. I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, more specifically East York, the one borough Drake never talks about for some reason. But I don't judge him. I'm just saying. There are still phone booths for some reason down in the subway. And we all know how great reception is, for a phone in the subway. They're still around. I don't know why. There's still one a few blocks away from me. But again, it is listen, if you're still dealing, drugs, it can be very convenient, at 3 a.m. Okay, if your phone dies, or if you're very old school and for some reason have a beeper. I had a friend of mine that had a beeper in 2007. I don't know. He bragged about it. I don't know. It's a whole story with that dude. But the point is, so he hears the phone ringing and he's stuck there, and he's given all these different scenarios. He can't move or else he'll get shot. Blah blah blah. Good little movie. Keith Sutherland plays the caller. Do you see him in the movie? I don't know. You have to see it for yourself, man. I can't give everything away, but he's great. He's got a good voice for it too. Very creepy and all that shit. Whatever. I heard a thing that Keith Sutherland at one point lived. Actually, I mentioned East York. He did live in East York. He lived on Dawes Road. I don't know if this is true. I saw this on Wikipedia. Again, Wikipedia, I love you. Again, I'm assuming some of it's got to be fake, but again, who knows? Forrest Whitaker's in this. Rhoda Mitchell, Katie Holmes, another Canadian. There you go. Paula J. Parker. Good little movie, guys. Good little movie. Got a decent rating, 7.1 out of 10. So if you got the chance, and if you'd love to know how a phone booth works, I mean, you actually had to put in quarters. Yeah, you had to feed the machine to do phone calls. Yeah, it was so stupid. But the point is, good little movie. The Recruit. I ended up seeing this movie in theaters. It was okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Pacino. I love Colin Farrell. I mentioned a whole bunch of facts before. This movie's okay. It has its moments. I mean, the whole point is he's a new recruit, obviously, Colin Farrell, and Al Pacino's, schooling him on the whole thing. I remember there's one funny part where, I don't know, Al Pacino gets coffee spilled on him. He goes, oh, my dick's on fire. I always remember the stupidest parts in movies. But, good little movie. Nothing too, I mean, it's no, Serpico. But, decent little movie. But again, you're Colin Farrell. You got a chance to work Al Pacino. You're going to fucking do it. So, decent little movie, 6.6 out of 10. It's up to you if you want to see it. Daredevil. Okay, well, so because of X-Men, starting in 2000 there, kind of pretty much got the ball rolling there, before we had Spawn and Blade and all that, I guess they're trying to cash in on the whole superhero thing, the beginning there. This one, ladies and gentlemen, long story short, I did an actual podcast about Ben Affleck, and I accidentally deleted it. Now, is that karma getting back at me? Who the fuck knows? But I'm gonna have to do one again. If anything, I'm thankful it got deleted because before or since after that, he got that weird roadmap tattoo on his back that's actually real. He said he did it for a movie, but that's all bullshit. I don't know. I mean, this movie. I don't know. I mean, basically, the biggest highlight of this movie is all the scenes with Colin Farrell because he plays a great bullseye. So yeah. I mean, if it wasn't very good. I don't know. Jennifer Garner, she's cool. She reprised her role recently in Deadpool and Wolverine there, same character, Electra Nachios, which I didn't know her character was Spanish. I guess Electra. I guess, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace to him, played Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. Kingpin. A lot of people gave him shit because, the Kingpin was supposed to be a white guy, whatever. It was okay. It just wasn't, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Joe Pantoliano. Don't expect Ralphie in this movie. I'll just say that. Jon Favreau's in this one. But yeah, like I said, I mean, the biggest highlight is Colin Farrell playing Bullseye. And I did hear one story though. At one point, Colin Farrell, Benny, whatever. Ben Affleck did tell a funny story that Colin Farrell once went up to him during shooting the movie, and he was talking about Michael Clark Duncan, and he said, "Hey man, how how big do you think his sausage is? I mean, for a big guy like that, and again, the person like Colin Farrell doesn't give a fuck, and let's really be honest. I mean, we're all probably thinking the same thing. I mean, a big guy like that, deep voice. I mean, the guy probably had like 3 legs. So yeah, but the movie itself, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Veronica Gurin. I think I mentioned this before. I never saw this one. I never even heard of this one until I mentioned it before. Kate Blanchett, nice. Very good actress. I always say Kate Blanchett is like a Robert Downey Jr. type, when it comes to acting, in the sense, very natural, very, I mean, she's not acting, she's wasting her life, basically, right? Another Joel Schumacher movie. Okay. An Irish journalist, okay, now I see the connection, writes a series of stories about drug dealers. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. I might have to see this one now. I don't know. But, decent rating, 6.8 out of 10. Not bad. But, ladies and gentlemen, again, that's why I like doing this podcast, because, I get to learn shit too. So, SWAT. I don't know why they bothered remaking this movie. I don't know. I never saw the point. The biggest thing I remember about this movie was, I guess I could say this now. I had a, satellite that, let's just say it wasn't kosher. And I got a bunch of movies, whatever. And I remember watching this movie, and I just smoked a joint, and I'm just sitting there like, I just watched SWAT for a little bit. Then all of a sudden, all the power goes out. And I was so stoned, I just sat there for a good 10 minutes in the dark, and I'm just like, what's going on, man? And my parents went up north there. I decided to stay home because my parents went up north, and for some reason I thought that's right. All the ambulances went by, and they were wondering what the fuck was going on too. So I'm gonna fight through this. Don't worry. And I used the phone, and then I was so stoned I didn't even realize. Why is the phone still working? It turns out that this was the blackout that happened in Toronto, 2003. It was only for like a few days. I mean, I didn't mind it. I mean, I just hung out with my buddies on my deck there. We just hung out, barbecued, drank, whatever. So that's the biggest thing. Every time I think of this movie, I always think of that, few days, whatever. So, but the movie itself, I don't remember watching the rest of it. So I don't know. I mean, it didn't get the best rating. So, yeah. But yeah, that blackout. I mean, hey man, as long as you got a working barbecue and some booze, you're good. Intermission. I didn't see that one. A Home at the End of the World. No, didn't see that. Alexander. Okay, so rating 5.6 out of 10. I tried watching a bit of this one day. It just, it's one of those, you gotta keep in mind at the time, Gladiator was coming out, all these movies, whatever, about the, ancient Rome and all this shit. And this is one of the ones that clearly did not work. I remember Colin Farrell specifically, they said that he shouldn't have played this role. I don't know. Like I said, I tried watching a bit of it. I couldn't really get into it. I don't know. How do you top Gladiator? How? And don't get me wrong, I love Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone is, he's the man. We all know that. But I don't know. Some good people in this movie too. You got Anthony Hopkins, Rosario Dawson, Angelina Jolie, Val Kilmer. I couldn't get into this one. I don't know. I just couldn't. I don't know. But what are you gonna do? They all can't be winners, right? I mean, come on. He was in an episode of Scrubs. I'm going to be honest with you. I never found this show funny. I know a lot of people praise this show like it's the second coming, but to me, it was almost like I don't know. They tried to do like a Three Stooges silly kind of doctors kind of thing with this show, I guess. I mean, that's what I got from it. I didn't find it funny. I like a lot of the people in the show. It's like, How I Met Your Mother or Friends. I got nothing against the people, but I just didn't like these shows. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? The New World. No, I didn't see that one. Ask the Dust. No. Miami Vice. Yeah, this is another one. I mean, they just tried to remake stuff from, I don't know, from whatever, and I don't know. I found this movie kind of boring. I got to be honest. I mean, didn't get the best rating either. 6.1 out of 10. The biggest thing I remember about this movie is that this was the time that Jay-Z and Linkin Park came out with the album together, and they used one of the songs. But other than that, man, I mean, rest in peace to Chester there. Definitely lost that guy way too soon. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the big deal in this movie. Cassandra's Dream. I talked about this before a little bit. I think I did. I didn't see this one. It has a decent rating. 6.6 out of 10. Woody Allen. I mean, Woody Allen's come out with a shit ton of movies. I know a lot of people don't like him because the whole, stepdaughter thing and, yeah, we all know that. But yeah, some people don't give a shit. They still work with him. So, it is what it is. But Ewan McGregor, he's a great actor. Haley Atwell. Yeah. I didn't see this one, though. So I don't know. I mean, it could be good, could be bad, decent rating, I don't know. What are you going to do, guys? What are you going to do? In Burgess, this movie kicks ass, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the best Colin Farrell movies ever, okay? This is just fucking awesome. I guess it's a dark comedy, I guess you could call it, but after a job gone wrong, hitman Ray and his partner await orders from their ruthless boss in Burgess, Belgium, the last place in the world Ray wants to be. Now, apparently, in Burgess, the sun never comes out. I've never been there. Like after seeing this movie, I don't want to go there. Will I watch this movie again? Absolutely. Director and writer Martin McDowell. Please tell me I said this right. Yeah, but him and Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, who I recently saw in the Joker Part 2 movie. I didn't think it was that bad, folks. I did a little Malaka minute review there. Give me shit, whatever. I don't care. I don't think a lot of people understood the main message of that. I'm not saying the thing's a masterpiece, but I think you guys are being way too harsh on it. But anyways, I think I told the story before about Brendan Gleeson. I think before he was a teacher. And I think literally in the middle of one of his classes, he just said, you know what, fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. And he became an actor. So that's pretty awesome. And if you ever see him in roles, I mean, he kind of has that attitude all the time, too. So him and Colin teamed up here is pretty good. And Ralph Fiennes is fucking hilarious in the movie, too. I mean, all three of these guys are fucking hilarious. So, yeah, I mean, they're just trying to make the best of a bad situation here. Rating 7.9 out of 10. I think it's well deserved. I give it 7.5. Maybe you can give it close to an 8. I haven't seen it in a while, but I just remember it being really fucking funny. And really, really good script, really well cast. So if you got the chance, check it out. I think this is Colin Farrell's definitely one of his better roles he's done for sure. So definitely check it out. In Burgess. In Bruges. In Bruges? Bruges. Okay? Guys, please, I'm trying to get through this. Pride and Glory. Sounds familiar, but I didn't know. No, Ed Norton and Colin Farrell. I'm trying to remember this one. I don't know. Colin Farrell looks like American History X almost in this one. I remember this one. I don't know if I saw this one or not. I'm not sure. We got a decent rating, 6.6 out of 10. It's up to you guys. Do what you got to do. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. We talked about this before. This movie was all right. I mean, it has its moments. Decent rating, 6.8 out of 10. I think this was Heath Ledger's last movie he worked on, and then everyone else, I remember, picked up the slack, because he passed away. Decent little movie. It's all right. It's, some scenes are pretty trippy. I mean, the way they do them and draw them up, but that's a good little movie. I would still check it out. But yeah, rest in peace to Heath Ledger. I did a podcast on him. Lots of Batman facts there for sure. That was man. He did a lot for that role. That's putting it lightly. But yeah, this is a decent little movie. It's all right. Tri-Age, I didn't see that one. Ordine, didn't see that one. Crazy Heart with Mr. Bridges here, of course. Jeff Bridges, the man, the dude. It's a good little movie. I like this movie. I completely forgot Colin Farrell was actually in this movie. I only watched this movie once back in the day, but Maggie Gyllenhaal, she's the one that can act, not her brother. Listen, I'm keeping it real, okay? That last Roadhouse movie was a piece of shit. I still can't believe they're making another one. I did a whole review on that one. My God, I don't know. Listen, if you got a CGI fights, I mean, you've missed the point completely of Roadhouse. I mean, holy shit. This is a good little movie. I'd check it out. The Way Back. The Way Back. It's this one. Yeah. Siberian Gulag escapees travel 4,000 miles by foot to freedom in India. Yeah, this one. Oof. This one's really nicely shot. I mean, these guys, let's just say these guys go through a lot to, get back to normal life here. But what's his name here is in it? Jim Sturgis, Ed Harris, Dragos Bukhar. I'm going to mispronounce her name for sure. Seoriris Rowan. My apologies. Mark Strong. Yeah, but good little movie, guys. Yeah, decent little rating, 7.3 out of 10. Definitely check it out. You don't want to get lost in the desert, man. That's one of my. I have many fears. But ladies and gentlemen, a little word from our sponsor here. You can actually help me with one of my fears, not getting 1,000 subscribers. So again, if you can help a brother get 1,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. I got lots of content on there. You want to recommend something? Go for it. I got the bell. Yeah, I got lots of shit to work with. Don't worry. So, I always said every time I watch a podcast, and I hate when they do an advertisement in the middle of it, but I mean, does this really count? I never liked it either, but whatever. I'm not getting paid for this. So yeah, The Way Back, good little movie. Check it out. London Boulevard. I did not see that one. Not the best rating, 6.2 out of 10. Horrible Bosses. Okay. Funny fucking movie. The second one sucks. Do not see the second one. The second one is a huge disappointment. Forget that ever happened. The first one is hilarious. Now, I know what you're going to say. Kevin Spacey's in it. Listen, there's a lot of good movies that Kevin Spacey's in, okay? There used to be a great movie that I used to always recommend to people that you've probably never heard of called The Big Kahuna. Kevin Spacey, Danny DeVito, and I don't know, I always forget the guy's name. He played the bully in the movie Can't Hardly Wait. I think he was one of the vampires in the Twilight series. I don't know, the really white one, if that, I don't know if that means anything to anybody. But, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't avoid it at this point, It's like when you watch a movie and it says, done by Harvey Weinstein, fuck, what are you going to do, right? But yeah, 3 friends conspire to murder their awful bosses when they realize they are standing in the way of their happiness. Really funny movie. You got Jason Bateman in there. I mean, this guy, ever since he's made his comeback from, Arrested Development, Jesus, I mean, this guy's hit the ground running. Even Ozark directing episodes. Fuck, this guy's like another Scorsese with some of these episodes. Charlie Day, hilarious. Or as Gen Z calls him, Luigi. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, one of the funniest fucking shows ever. Jason Sudeikis, really talented dude. We all know him from, holy shit, I'm drawing a blank here. The fucking soccer show. I completely forgot the name of it. Holy shit. It's been a long day, guys. What the fuck's it called? Ted Lasso. There you go. Okay. I mean, to me, he's always reminded me of like a Dan Aykroyd sort of, even in Ted Lasso with the mustache. If you look at the new Saturday Night Live movie, which is great, by the way, really good movie. Yeah, so it's a great movie. Really funny. Jennifer Aniston. I think, man, her as a brunette. Oh, Madonna. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, good little movie. I forgot about Colin Farrell. Yeah, Colin Farrell plays like the best boss. He's got the whole comb over look there. I don't know. He's just what does Jason call him? His cokehead dipshit son. That's great. He really is just such a dipshit. I mean, he plays the son of Donald Sutherland, which we lost a little while ago there. Rest in peace to him, man. He's fucking awesome. Oh yeah, and I forgot. There's one scene in this movie that Jason Sudeikis is hitting on one of the girls, and one of the girls is Meghan Markle. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. She was an actress at one point. There you go. So that's it, man. It's an interesting movie for many, many different reasons. Listen, if you can get past the whole Kevin Spacey thing, it's a pretty funny movie. So, but again, avoid the second one, please. I cannot put any more emphasis on that. It is a horrible movie, horrible movie. Most sequels to these comedies are pretty bad, but yeah. But the first one's a classic. Fright Night. Is this a remake of the original one, or I've never even heard of this? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you a little short story. So the Fright Night is just I believe it's an 80s movie, horror movie, good little movie, but I didn't even know it was a movie until I saw the poster one day, because I was watching Seinfeld, and I remember Kramer, said something like, Yamahama, it's Fright Night, and that's where the reference is from. So, all the stories I tell can't be good. But the point is, it looks like this is a remake of that movie. I didn't know they remade this. Can we stop remaking movies, please? For fuck's sakes. I hear they're remaking Spaceballs. How the fuck do you remake Spaceballs, man? My God. My God. Anyways, Total Recall. Fuck, another pointless remake. Listen, people say they like this movie. I don't know why. I tried to watch it one day years after it came out. I thought it was shit. First of all, how the fuck are you gonna stop making remakes? That's the first one. Second, how do you remake a movie with Arnold? Without Arnold, man? Come on. For real? Really? Fuckers. 7 Psychopaths. I wasn't a fan of this one. It had its moments. A lot of people liked it. Me personally, I don't know. I didn't think it was a big deal. Maybe I got to go back and watch it, whatever. But I don't know. It has its moments. Was it Christopher Walken's good in it? I remember that, but I don't know. Dead Man Down. I didn't hear about that one. Epic, no. Saving Mr. Banks. That's a good little movie. Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks. There you go. A good little movie about about the Mary Poppins and how they made it, whatever. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot Colin Farrell was even in this movie. So, shit happens. What are you going to do? That's it. But yeah, good little movie. Winter's Tale. I didn't see that one. Miss July. Oh, no, sorry, Miss Julie. No, I didn't see that one either. The Lobster. Okay, so I tried to watch this movie a while ago. And then I watched it again. I don't know. So, does that ever happen to people? I don't know. You ever watch a movie, and then you watch a bit of it, and you're like, I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow or later on in the week, and then you totally forget about it. I don't know. I did the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and then 6 months later, I was like, fuck, I only watched half of it. Anyways, so this is a good little movie. In a dystopian near future, according to the laws of the city, single people are taken to the hotel, where they are obliged to find a romantic partner in 45 days, or they transformed into beasts and sent off into the woods. Now, it is written and directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. Now, I did say it with the accent because I gotta, support my culture. Also co-written by Efthemis Philippo. I think I said that right. I gotta support my people, ladies and gentlemen. Colin's working with both my cultures, Italian, Greek. It doesn't matter. He just he does what he's got to do. But yeah, this is a very interesting movie, as you could just tell by the little part I read there. Yeah, I feel the first half of the movie is like, whoa, holy shit, and then the second half is kind of like, it's still good, but like the first half of it is really good. I don't know. Not that the second half isn't good, but like it kind of goes into a different direction a little bit. It gets a little bit more serious. Yeah, not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it. But again, if you watch Mr. Yorgos's movies here, it is it's no surprise. Like if you watch Poor Things, okay, Poor Things. The best way I could describe this movie with Emma Stone is picture Alice in Wonderland. Is a nymphomaniac. Now, I know that sounds extremely fucked up, but there's a reason why this movie is rated R. But I mean, the way he directs his films is really cool. He's almost like a modern day Tim Burton. So, yeah, it's a good little movie. I would check it out. And I'm not just saying that because this is a Greek podcast. It really isn't a Greek podcast. It sort of is, but anyways, True Detective. Okay, so each season they get new actors, whatever. I still feel the first season is the best. I mean, it's dangerous when you do that because now you're asking the audience to get into these people. You invest a lot of time in certain actors for this show, then you change it up, and I still say the first season is the best one. It could have ended better, but still, it's pretty good. Second one, still not bad. He did the show with him and Vince Vaughn. Love both those guys. Bad Monkey just ended, by the way, season 1. It was pretty good. I haven't heard anything about the second season yet, but I hear they want to make a few more seasons. They got plans for the next few things, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Colin Farrell was great in this one. Yeah, at one point, I remember the scene like someone, I don't know, takes his kid's shoes or something. He just fucking loses it on this kid. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, you can see it on YouTube there, but I thought it was pretty good. And then like Vince Vaughn is kind of more like the not so much straight lace cop, but just more chill. You know what I mean? So they kind of got like kind of a good cop, bad cop kind of thing going there. I thought it was all right. I don't know. The third season, And then this recent one with Jodie Foster, I don't know. Like I feel they've kind of gotten off track. I don't know what the essence of True Detective is. I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to do different seasons with different actors. I don't know, and then still get into it because you're either gonna like it in the beginning or you're not. So it is what it is. But I thought Colin Farrell did a good job with this one, and yeah, there you go. Check it out. Solace, I did not see this one. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I am not a Harry Potter fan. I don't understand it. If anything, I'm always going to have a whole thing with me and Harry Potter, simply because I looked like a fat Harry Potter growing up. All right, so if this was today, I'd be a fucking all-star. But back then, I don't know. Picture Harry Potter without the special powers. I'm fucked. So to that. The Killing of the Scared Deer. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, this movie, is interesting. I will give it that. I mean, to me, it's one of those movies that like I'm not saying the whole movie isn't good, but everything really comes at the end. When he's faced off with the one kid here, who's played by Barry Keoghan. Is that how you say his name? I don't know. He's the up and comer guy. He played Joker in the recent Batman movie. Well, the deleted scene, whatever. But you can see it on YouTube. There, it wasn't in the movie, but yeah, the one that I don't know had. Well, let's just say he's really a down-to-earth soil kind of guy when it comes to sunburn. If you see that movie, you know exactly what I'm saying. But Yeah, the way they kind of get information out of this kid. Again, I don't want to give a lot of it away. It is a good movie. It gets pretty intense at the end there. Again, Yorgos behind it there. Shut up! Trying to record a podcast here. It's past rush hour. Jesus. The point is, everybody takes this in. I was told that there was somebody with a gun or something a few days ago at the intersection here. It's a whole thing. Toronto's turning to shit. Listen, the point is, okay, his movies are always a little off, but they're fucking good. Okay, so he picks really good actors for all this shit. Nicole Kidman's in it. She still looks awesome. She's great. Congratulations on her Lifetime Achievement Award that she just recently got. But yeah, good little movie. So, like I said, I don't want to give a lot away, but definitely worth checking out. The Begildered. I didn't see that one. Roman J. Israel Esquire, Denzel movie. This one's okay. Nothing, it's not his best. It's not his worst, Again, I totally forgot Colin Farrell was in this one, so excuse me, no class. Legend of Cambria, TV series. I didn't watch this one. Widows. This one was okay. I mean, I remember, it was okay. It's just basically following all these people that. Different series of events, like one of those movies. It was okay. I mean, it's not Steve McQueen's best, the director, not the actor. Although it is kind of ironic that he worked with the director and then one of his favorite actors was Steve McQueen. So, yeah, coincidence? Probably. The point is, it was okay. Gloomy Eyes, it's a voice he did for some video, I guess, or video game, whatever. Listen, man, voiceover work, easy paychecks. Dumbo, the remake here. Listen, I don't know why they're remaking all these, classic Disney movies into fucking real life or CGI shit. Stop it. Can we stop it, please? Please, stop the bleeding, man. Do we not have any original fucking ideas, I didn't like it. I mean, it looked okay, but, you're not going to top the original Dumbo, man. Come on, I'm almost positive those racist crows weren't in this one, but, yeah. The Gentleman. I just saw this one recently. It was okay. Not Guy Ritchie's best, not his worst. I will say this. See, once again, Colin Farrell, he's one of these dudes where, the movie can be okay, but his character will be probably one of the more, focused people in the movie, or one of the more interesting. So there's that one funny scene there where they got the guy in the truck, and his name is actually named Fuck, but it's spelled Phuc. I put up the scene on my channel there. It's partially blocked, which I don't know what the fuck that means. But the point is, he's great in it. And then when he beats up all the kids in the in the restaurant there, that was great. But yeah, good little movie. It's all right. Yeah. So there you go. Artemis Fowl. I didn't see that one. Ava. I didn't see that one. Voyagers. No. After Yang. No. The North Water, no. The Batman, here we go. Playing Oz, the Penguin, there he is. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got something here. Okay, so, I mean, this movie I give an 8 out of 10. They gave it a 7.8, just to bump it up a few, little notches there. This movie was great. A lot of people didn't like it. I don't know what the fuck, what their problem was. I loved it. Very film noir. You got a little murder mystery thing in there. I thought it was great. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have already talked about this shit before, but I don't know, man. I thought it was great. Robert Pattinson. Originally he said he didn't want to do it again. Now they're making another one, so I don't know, dude. Ride this fucking train, okay? If you can, be the stupid vampire for years, I'm sure you can be one of the most iconic superheroes of all time, man. So don't fuck this up. Okay, Zoe Kravitz, two things. One, your father kicks ass. And two, you're awesome. Jeffrey Wright, he's awesome. Colin Farrell, listen, the way they put all this makeup on, and the way they put him in the suit there, the whole fat suit, the face, the scars, it looks fucking amazing. I mean, he did say though, he couldn't. Basically, he would skip breakfast and lunch because he had to take a piss. And I don't know when these actors are going to learn. Like, put something in front. I don't know. I forgot who said it. One of the Batmans there. I don't know. Maybe Michael Keaton said it because he's the best Batman. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I said it, and I'm sticking by it. Fuck you, millennials. But put something in front there so you can take it off and take a piss. But whatever. What are you gonna do? But yeah, it was something like, what was it, like 3 hours of prosthetics and sitting in the chair, doing the thing there. He did say at one point he did leave the sets to go to Starbucks, and he did get some funny looks, but nobody recognized him. And the voice he puts on too. I mean, like, if you listen kind of carefully, especially with the TV show, I'm going to get to that in a bit, a little bit, you can sort of hear his voice, but not really. I mean, it's like he puts on that, voice, and, and again, you really believe that he is this guy. I mean, it's pretty crazy. He's pretty much unrecognizable. So it's, he kicks ass in this one too. Paul Dano, who's, he's been doing great roles for quite some time now. I mean, ever since that little role in Sopranos, he's been killing it ever since then, as the Riddler. I just heard this recently. Him and Robert there, they taped that one scene where he was in jail like 80 times or something, and they just kept doing it different versions over and over and over again just to get it right. And I don't know, that when he sings at the end there, Christ, that is fucking creepy. But yeah, he kills it. John Turturro, I feel, is one of the most underrated actors of all time. You look at all the shit he's done. He's a very diverse actor. I mean, a lot of people talk about Sam Rockwell, and I know he won the Oscar and all that, but he finally got his dues. But same thing with John Turturro. He's awesome. Andy Serkis, Peter Sarsgaard, Barry Keoghan. I'm going to learn how to say his name one day. Don't worry. Like I said before, he plays, it's credited as unseen Arkham prisoner. We all know it's the Joker. Okay, we know that's a little blurred, but we got the gist. Again, wasn't in the movie, but you can see the deleted scene they put up on YouTube. It's almost like they did that on purpose, just to, lure people in and see what they can do with the next one, whatever. But, I thought it was I thought he did a good job as the Joker. Why not? So, point is, guys, this movie kicks ass. I loved it. I thought it was great. One interesting thing I wanted to say is in the beginning where Robert Pattinson, it shows him in, like, I don't know, the cave or whatever. There's barely anything there. But when he took off the mask, he had the makeup around his eyes. I don't remember them ever. I mean, it's always implied that the makeup is around his eyes, but they never actually showed. I don't think they ever showed a Batman without the mask and the makeup around his eyes. So I thought that was interesting, and he seems to be the youngest portrayal of Batman. So I thought he did a great job. I don't know, everyone's all these fucking internet nerds always complaining about something. Jesus Christ, it never ends. But everybody did, everybody did a great job in this movie, and definitely looking forward to the next one. And of course, with this movie, they did the spin-off of Colin Farrell's character as the Penguin, the show called The Penguin. So there you go. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, great movie. The Batman, check it out. It definitely gave us something to watch during COVID here, because it came out 2022. And I think most of us, maybe it was in theaters for a bit, but I think most of us just saw it online or, just at home or whatever. So, but I thought it was great. So definitely recommend that one. 13 Lives. I remember this one. Okay, so director Ron Howard. If you don't know who Ron Howard is, shame on you. He's done excellent work. Okay, me personally, I'm always going to love him for Night Shift, which is a great comedy with Henry Winkler, a.k.a. The Fonz, and Michael Keaton. But he's done many, many movies after that. But anyways, a rescue mission is assembled in Thailand where a group of young boys and their soccer coach are trapped in a system of underground caves that are flooding. Now, this movie, this is crazy, all the shit that they had to go through. Viggo Mortensen, awesome actor. Him and Colin Farrell play really well off each other. Joel Egerton, he's great in everything he does as well. It's a very good movie. I mean, you tell all these, and I remember I think it was Viggo Mortensen that said, I don't know why this movie did not get a theatrical release. Listen, I don't know what's going on in today's world. I mean, a movie's gonna maybe be in theaters. Worst case, it'll be on Netflix. It'll be on Amazon. It'll be on Apple. Maybe HBO or Showtime will pick it up. I don't know, who knows. But he did. I remember him complaining about that. And it is a really good movie. And I can't imagine how better it would be to see a movie like this, with all the underground shots of water and the cave and all that in theaters. But this one is definitely worth checking out for sure. 7.8 rating out of 10. Good performances, good movie, guys. So, yeah, if you got the chance, check it out. The Banshees of Inisherin. God, I hope I said that right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we got Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson teaming up. Okay. Will it happen a third time? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly teamed up for the third time, and okay, never mind. The point is, this is a really good movie. The two lifetime friends find themselves in an impasse when one abruptly ends their relationship with alarming consequences for both of them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Last few years, I've let go of people too. I mean, listen, we all have friends, really good friends that we can depend on. Okay, we all have friends that I mean, personally, I had friends that I wouldn't trust to piss on me if I was on fire. I'm just being honest. I mean, a lot of these people I've let go because I don't need them. I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing. It's just I don't know. I got a feeling, I don't know. They might, I don't know. As once again, Joe Pesci said in Goodfellas, they might fold under questioning, if you know what I mean. So, not that I have anything to hide. The point is, the one guy here, Gleason here, at one point he just says in the movie, look, I don't want to be friends with you. He never gives him a reason in the whole movie. You're just trying to figure out, like, why does he not want to be friends with him anymore? Just like, who does that? You know what I mean? Just, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. So, again, I don't want to give a lot away, but it's actually a really interesting concept, like what they did with it, and so I would definitely check it out. Carrie Condon is in it. Pat Short, Barry Keoghan again. I'm gonna listen. Barry, I know I nailed that. Keoghan. One of those two is right. The point is, very good movie, interesting concept. Again, I don't want to give away what happens, but it's definitely worth checking out. The Spaceman. It's a short he did. He lent his voice there. All right, why not? Sugar. Did I watch this or not? I'm trying to remember if It's a TV series he's doing recently. I'm trying to remember if I watched this. I don't know. I don't think I did. Got a decent rating, 7.4 out of 10. Private Detective John Sugar, explains the name, investigates the disappearance of Olivia, the beloved granddaughter of Hollywood producer Jonathan Siegel. As Sugar tries to determine what happened to Olivia, he unearths Siegel family secrets, old and new. Okay. All right, so he's a detective. Okay, not the first time he's done that. It looks like this one he's wearing a better suit, but kind of got the whole Reservoir Dogs thing going there. But I don't know, decent rate. I watched it, so I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't watch everything in this world. But yeah, there you go. So if you want, check it out. I might check it out. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have probably one of my favorite shows of 2024. next to Ted in the presidential debates, which is, it's hilarious. Jesus. The Penguin. Okay, it's got a rating right now of 8.8 out of 10. Okay, now it says TV miniseries. I mentioned this before. I don't know if they're just going to do it once and that's it. I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I say I don't know, because I don't know. Following the events of The Batman from 2022, which, by the way, the show, takes like right after that, which is great too. Oz Cobb, aka the Penguin, makes a play to seize the reins of the crime world in Gotham. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress again how great this pilot was, the very first episode of this show. It's probably one of the best pilots I've ever seen ever, and I watched a lot of TV in my life, as you can see. And again, I'm not saying that the other two episodes after it aren't good. I'm just saying it's really solid. I mean, it's like they definitely got something there. You could tell they put a lot into it. They did not want people to think, it's just another spin-off from a character from a TV series trying to make some more money, blah, 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 blah. It is really good. I've put up lots of clips on my YouTube channel. You can check it out there. Lots of funny scenes, key scenes, But yeah, it's great. Like, it really is something special. I mean, they got here. Colin Farrell, again, as I mentioned before, is unrecognizable. I could, and I made a mention of this in one of the videos. I could have sworn that he looked heavier in the pilot. I mean, the pilot, they usually, is made way before the actual series takes off. And then they see how it is, and then they make more episodes, whatever. It looks like he's almost lost weight since then. I made even a joke like Ozempic. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy what they, what he's done with this role. And it's really good. And again, it kind of just keeps the tradition going. I made the comparison that, it kind of... I'm not saying it copies Tulsa King, but it is funny that, you got a gangster and now he has a black driver, and the kid who plays him, what's his name? Rezi Falez. He plays Victor Aguilar. Yeah, he does a great job too. I've noticed in the first pilot, he did not have that stutter. And now all of a sudden he's, stuttering like the kid in Billy Madison. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good little character build-up. Why not? Christine Milioti plays Sophia Falcone. She's great in this. I just realized this is how out of it I am. I just realized she was the blonde chick in 30 Rock. I had no idea. I remember her from Leo's first wife in Wolf of Wall Street there. But she's great in this. Theo Rossi, a lot of us know him from Sons of Anarchy. Who else we got in here? Michael Kelly, who, again, we know from Sopranos. He played one of the agents, and then we know him from House of Cards, of course. A lot of fresh faces here. A lot of faces we have not seen before, but that's okay. Clancy Brown, of course, we all know him as probably one of the scariest prison guards in Shawshank Redemption of all time. He was great in the recent Dexter season there as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great show. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it airs Sunday nights on HBO. It's really good. It's good to see some good superhero shows. I mean, I know there's a lot out there. I know a lot of people like I don't know what's it called, Arrow or whatever. I can't get into that. Whatever. The only other really TV show I ever liked was Daredevil. Not the movie, the actual show. And I heard that's coming back too, finally, because that's too good to be canceled there. I don't know what happened with Netflix there. They just canceled all their shows, or Disney, or I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I'm glad that one's coming back. But the opening scene I played in the beginning of the podcast here with Penguin, I mean, it almost carries on the tradition of the whole... kind of Sopranos kind of thing. And I heard someone online even say that this is like basically the superhero version of Sopranos. And I can't really disagree with that. I mean, it is, and again, it's on HBO as well. So they got that connection as well. But yeah, this is really good. Like, even the tagline is "The city will be his." And you can tell how he's slowly building up to be, the main guy there. Again, I don't want to give really anything away. If you haven't watched it yet, it's better I don't say anything. But like Tony Soprano, he's no saint, but at the same time, he has his good qualities. He actually, it's funny to actually, now I think about it, I'm just watching the clip here on IMDb. He's again trying to take care of his mother while still doing all these bad things. Sound familiar? Exactly. So there is a lot of connections and relations to Sopranos. But again, I mean, Colin Farrell does such a great job. Like even the way he walks, like waddles back and forth. I don't think I've seen him yet with an umbrella. He hasn't done any weird sounds yet, but other than that, I mean, maybe they're saving that for a special occasion. I don't know, but yeah, so far, man, this series kicks ass. I mean, it's really good. I mean, So again, I'm curious to see if it will be just a mini series. Maybe they'll make more, but who knows? But anyways, like I was saying before, with the opening scene there, I think he really, all he wants, this character, is respect. And, and the whole history, as I understand, like I never read the comic books or anything. Everything I see in TV show and movies, that's what I base my shit on, or if I read something online, whatever, the odd time. But he really just wants to be respected. And, obviously he's a bad guy in the mob. By the way, as an Italian, there is no mafia. I just want to point that out. But, he's doing his best with the situation he's got. And, he doesn't want to be mistreated anymore. He wants it all. But you can see at the same time, like, he respects where he is. He says that, but then he's doing a few things that, you don't do. But I don't know. I mean, again, the morals are all over the place. I mean, he's helping the kid out here. Like, he's, like I said, he's got Victor as his assistant here. He's trying to teach him the ways and all that. So I'm sure a part of that is, kind of relating to the younger generation, But overall, guys, I mean, this is such a good show. Definitely one of the better shows of 2024. And let's just see where it goes. I mean, hopefully, I mean, they make more seasons. He doesn't mind going into the suit again. And I don't know. We shall see. So, but again, The Penguin on HBO, it is absolutely excellent. So highly recommend it. And, definitely got to check it out. And he's got a few things coming up here. He's got one thing post-production, The Ballad of a Small Player. All right. When his past and his debts start to catch up with him, a high-stakes gambler laying low in Macchio encounters a kindred spirit who might just hold the key to his salvation. All right. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, folks. I do like a good gambling story here. They got the one actor I like here. I was in Jason Tobin, who, if you have not seen this show called Warrior, and everyone's talking about Shogun and all, I'll be honest, I'll get some shit for this. I couldn't get through the first episode of that. To me, it was too boring. I couldn't do it. But the show Warrior, it's released 3 seasons so far. I'm not sure if they're going to make another one. We'll see what happens. But he's one of the guys in it. If you need a little incentive, it's actually, before Bruce Lee died, he had a whole bunch of these writings. And it seemed like it is, very Bruce Lee-ish, the way it's written. And I think it's based on like the 1910s, 20s, whatever. And it's got like... a whole bunch of these immigrants coming here trying to make a better life. You got the cop, side of it too. Like, it's a really good show. Great action, great stories. Definitely check it out. It's called Warrior. I'm not sure where you can see it. Somewhere online. Just look it up. It's pretty solid. But definitely recommend that show. What else you got going here? Belly of the Beast. It's pre-production. The timely story of an unlikely friendship between the notorious, Titan Norman Mailer and his protege Jack Henry Abbott. All right. Colin Farrell and Ben Stiller teaming up. Ben Stiller, always liked him. Funny dude. Should do a podcast about him one day. What else we got here? We got a few more here. The Batman Part 2. Okay, well, guess who she's playing? I mean, there's no plot, but I think we all know the Batman at this point too. So yeah, we got the usual suspects here: Colin Farrell, Robert Pattinson, of course, Andy Serkis, Jeffrey Wright. Okay. Looking forward to that. There we go. So. Was it 2026? Okay, we still gotta wait. Okay, good things, come to those who wait. Blah blah blah. A big, bold, beautiful journey. Post-production. The imaginative tale of two strangers and the unbelievable journey that connects them. I'm sorry. Okay. Margot Robbie's in there. Okay, I don't know. Director Kogonada. I don't know his work. He's done, was it Columbus, After Yan. Okay, there you go. And last but not least, they have one more thing he's coming up with, which is, suspense please. My computer's really slow. Holy shit. The Penguin. Okay. It's being released this year. Why do they have it come up? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, it only says, actually, what's funny too? It says only 5 episodes. Shit. Wow. I thought it'd be at least like 10 episodes or something. Wow. Okay. Well, I kind of doubt they're going to have him die before everyone else, but, wow. Okay. So far they've only aired 3 episodes, as of now. So only 2 more left. Really? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, here's hoping there's more, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I want to see more of the Penguin. Don't you want to see more of the Penguin? Who doesn't want to see more of the Penguin? Damn it. Jesus. But ladies and gentlemen, Colin Farrell has done a lot in his career, as you can see. I mean, like when he first started out, he was pretty A-lister. Not he's not an A-lister now, but even I remember one point, like he said, like years ago, he said, "I'm glad I don't have the fame that I had when I first started. Now it's more chill. I can do other things and blah blah blah, whatever. Shit like that. So I mean, it's a lot of pressure on him. And he had his substance problems, like you said before. He's good. That like he doesn't even smoke anymore. I didn't know that. I mean, I heard Keith Richards quit smoking too. I don't believe that shit either. But all the power to him. And he's been working very steadily ever since he started. So, and that was when like mid '90s, whatever. So yeah, I mean that's like 30 years of acting, and he's still relevant. He's still doing hit movies, getting on it for awards, a hit TV show, one of the better ones this year. Playing a great villain. I mean, who doesn't want to play a great Batman villain? My God, this is an incredible career he's had, and he's a cool dude. He's very chill. He swears whenever the fuck he wants. Who gives a shit? But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, Colin here. Still to this day, seems like a pretty cool, humble dude. He seems like a type of guy you can just, shoot the shit with. He'll tell you some good stories, and I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. I think, again, that's the key to a lot of his success. And if I can just say this in closing, if I could have one person right now represent for us big ass, beautiful eyebrows, it's one man, and his name is Colin Farrell.
And you've also got the gate because he's got his foot, right?
Yeah.
So there's a whole movement thing here.
Yeah.
And in the opening episode, there's you with a sledgehammer, right?
Well, they set up for the honest man to succeed.
You keep yourself busy, active.
That should be the American dream right there.
That was the first shot, yeah.
Beautiful story with a happy ending.
Was that the first shot?
First shot of the show, yeah. It was the first day walking the elevator door opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get into his movement?
You just spend a bit of time in your hotel room at night, like an idiot, walking around, doing laps from the couch to the television and checking yourself out in the mirror a bit. And and imagining what you feel you can sustain over over 7 months as well. Not that it's that hard, but it just what you can not in relation to protecting your body, more just in relation to the continuity and what feels grounded. Because the bottom line is he has this extraordinarily painful right foot that he was born with a defect in that foot, and it's an enormous amount of pressure, and if he's on his feet all day it's sore at the end of that night. So it's just trying to be on top of that a little bit, like the limp might be a little bit more accentuated at the end of a long day than it is first thing in the morning, or but it was fun. Again, it was all just, there was just so many facets to the character. I mean, what Matt wrote in the film was beautiful, but he was kind of a red herring. He was almost a little bit of comic relief, which was great. That's no complaint at all. That's what it said in the tin.
That
and
interrogation
I
scene
loved
with
it. It was a blast, man.
Oh,
Hell is this? Good cop, bad shit cop.
But this I knew was going to get it obviously darker, and was going to have a greater degree of psychological kind of
trauma, torture.
yeah, dark character, like dark, really dark, like darker than I would have thought, having done even the 5 or 6 scenes in the film.
You're gonna do everything I say, or else I'll murder you and anyone you care about. You got it?